You ain't even punching like that. Relax.
I knocked the guy that knocked you out cold. How am I not a puncher like that?
You ain't punching like that.
Jay Leon has got to be moving. He's got to use his legs.
Oh, big right by Benavidez.
That's it.
All of these fighters thought they could intimidate David Benavidez.
Do you think you can knock out David Benavidez?
Oh, for sure. He got hurt with a jab and dropped with a jab.
Just taking a toll on Anthony Dirrell. He's hanging on a thread just right now, just getting battered by David Benavidez.
They said he didn't hit hard. They mistook volume for weakness.
That will do it.
Probably the big ass you got.
What they underestimated was the ferocity behind those punches. As every time the Mexican monster stepped through the ropes, the talk stopped. The bravado faded, and it always ended the same way.
Now Burrell has the advantage in one statistic, but Benavidez looking to make a paper, and he caught him again with the counter.
Welcome back to Fight Story.
Is that dog or monster? What the heck? Is that dog or monster? What do you mean, bro? I mean, this name, the monster is really bull.
If Porky Medina puts you to sleep, what you think I'm gonna do to you?
You ain't even punching like that. Relax.
I knocked the guy that knocked you out cold. How am I not a puncher like that?
Jaleon Love was no stranger to trash talk. A longtime presence in the Mayweather gym, he carried himself like someone who had seen it all and wasn't afraid to speak with that same assurance.
Yo, you. I ain't say to you or your mom. I don't pay attention to y'all dumb mother.
His dad's a dickhead. Straight up can swallow a bunch of bars. That dude, I want to slap the out of him, man.
In 2019, David Benavidez was 22 years old and rebuilding. He was coming off a setback outside the ring, having been stripped of the WBC super middleweight title the year before. The belt was gone. The momentum had stalled. And this fight marked his return to contention.
Saturday night, I'll be on the other side of the ring.
Saturday night,
do your thing.
You're going to sleep.
And you go ahead and do that tough boy, that whack ass. Guess they do that in Arizona. I don't know where you. At the end of the day, I'm right here though.
I'm right here too.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Ain't never been no home.
Gentlemen, Saturday night. Saturday night, we'll all be here. Saturday night, we'll all be here. Wait a minute, gentlemen. Hey, guys. No, guys. Come on, guys.
The buildup was tense, but Benavidez never looked rattled. Calm, locked in, and it didn't take long for him to take control.
What sticks out to me is the fact that he's got so many knockouts on his record.
Again, a couple of hooks along the way. He has a tendency, Jay Leon Love, to drop that left hand, and that will not be smart against somebody. Yeah, he's very slick. Oh, he just got hurt with a left hook, let me tell you. He's still buzzed.
Big left by Benavidez.
Benavidez is really cool right now. He's just tracking Jay Leon Love, and he's hurting him with the right hand, another right hand, another right hand.
Leon Love needs to bring his hands up and his head up.
Well,
big flurry by Benavidez here in the final minute of round one.
Because he's still in punching distance.
Yeah. Another combination from Benavidez.
Man, Jay Leon is one tough cookie. Jay Leon has got to be moving. He's got to use his legs.
Oh, big right by Benavidez.
That's it.
2 rounds was all it took. Benavidez broke Love down, forcing the stoppage, with Floyd Mayweather watching from ringside.
Well, it is David Benavidez who maintains his unbeaten record, now 21-0.
You can't do nothing, man. You can do, huh? You can't hit.
Anthony Dirrell was never shy of talking. Against Caleb Plant, he found out the hard way that talking is never enough.
You don't got that one knockout power.
I put people to hospitals. That's what I do.
Man, stop. Everybody go to hospital.
That's what Jay Leon Love said.
But against David Benavidez, the stakes were even higher. Dirrell entered the fight as the reigning WBC super middleweight world champion. The belt Benavidez had lost outside the ring was back on the line. And Dirrell believed his experience would be too much for the young challenger.
Anthony,
I don't think it's gonna go all the way. I think I'm gonna, have my hand raised at the end. Period.
do you think you can knock out David Benavidez?
Oh, for sure. He got hurt with a jab and dropped with a jab. I hit harder than Gabriel. I promise I do.
With the opportunity to win back his WBC belt, the pressure was on David Benavidez.
He is hoping to win the belt back.
See, look at that quick left hook right off that right hand.
Dirrell boxed smart, circling, countering, doing everything he could to keep the younger man off balance.
The belly, but I would expect him now to come back and do something.
Down to 15 seconds remaining in round 2.
See, but Dirrell shouldn't be playing around like that.
He's really smothering himself. He's smothering his own punches, which he shouldn't do. You know, he should use his Benavidez up against the ropes. He's kind of smothering his shots. He should be, you know, stepping to one side or the other.
But Benavidez's pressure never eased. It was calculated, suffocating, and relentless. Each round, the punches grew heavier, the punishment more deliberate.
Punches from Benavidez.
Dirrell blocked 9 out of those 10 shots because he had his hands up and in good.
But the problem is he didn't come back with any shots.
Attention of the judges.
Next, Marcos.
Now Benavidez is starting to cut loose like we had just.
Anthony Dirrell.
It's opened up from those left hooks from earlier in the round.
By the end of the 6th, a deep cut opened above Dirrell's eyelid, and from there, the fight turned brutal.
Champ David Benavidez.
Now remember, if this, he's going to protect himself on the inside there and outside. Ooh, pushes body punches.
Benavidez walked him down, breaking him apart piece by piece.
Dirrell is now. Oh, there's a nice counter hook by Dirrell. 2 of them.
Occasions. Once again, we check in with our unofficial scorer, Marcos.
Oh, that was a 4-punch left hand.
By the 9th, Dirrell's face was bloodied and his spirit broken. His corner had seen enough. The towel came in.
That's it. They're going to stop the fight right now.
That will do it.
At 22, David Benavidez was once again a world champion.
It wasn't easy. It was hard, but I dug deep and I got the belt again 2 times. Youngest 2-time world champion from Phoenix, Arizona.
That's right. That's right.
What would you say his best attribute that you have to worry about?
Probably the big ass you got.
The rivalry with Caleb Plant ran deep. It began when Plant slapped David's brother, Jose Benavidez Jr. From that moment on, the tensions escalated. Plant mocked Benavidez in interviews, questioned his discipline, questioned his professionalism. The bad blood was real.
And when I show up on weight, and I don't test positive for neither. So
Just
don't worry about me.
Been knocked out already, but Canelo put you to sleep. That's exactly what I'm gonna do to you too.
Hey.
Against his most personal rival, and used the moment to show the world exactly who the Mexican monster was.
They know what I am. I'm the Mexican monster. This is exactly what I do, and he's no different. He's no different from any other fighter that I fought. And watch, March 25th, mark my words, I'm gonna put this in the hospital.
I saw your hand extend to his cheek. Is that mental warfare, or is this thing as real as it looks when we're talking about the dislike?
You know, he's been talking a lot, talking about how much you gonna whip my ass and this and that, so we're gonna see tomorrow. We're gonna see tomorrow. You know what's up. You see it, boy.
You don't have power for this.
You don't have. I don't have power for this. I don't have power. No, I don't have power.
Not for this.
I'm gonna show you.
They broke my mouth.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm breaking
Hell
fucking
no.
mouth.
David Morrell was an undefeated Cuban southpaw on the rise. He didn't need trash talk. His performances spoke for him. But when his name became linked with David Benavidez, Morrell grew more vocal. What had been quiet momentum turned into direct ambition.
Is that dog or monster? What the heck? Is that dog or monster? What do you mean, bro? I mean, this name, the monster is bull. Really bull. That's it. Hand no can move. You know, hand no can nothing.
As fight week approached, the buildup intensified. 2 undefeated fighters, 2 claims to the future of the division. Morrell was confident he could derail Benavidez's rise.
Shot at undisputed light heavyweight glory.
From the opening bell, the pace was electric. Morrell's footwork was sharp, his counters crisp, his movement constant.
In theory, but this isn't.
And of course, Benavidez, also known for his underrated defense, loves to be in close, square out that high guard. But now Benavidez sitting down on his punches.
He met Benavidez's pressure with skill, slipping shots, firing back, and testing the monster's patience.
And he's got a nasty right hook, also a nasty jab, and there it is, follows up with the left hand. And these 2 promise to bring it. They're doing it already here in round number 1. But Morrell also showcasing what brought him to the gas. right there. Wadding footwork, but again, shows him well in his strategy. And there, uppercut by Benavidez on the inside. Nice right hook behind, curls it behind the guard of Morrell. And what a great effort by both fighters here. World-class, championship-level fighting. And there Morrell, main event of the new calendar year, and Benavidez and Morrell already delivering. Benavidez saying, bring it on, let's go!
In the third, the fight changed. Benavidez closed the distance and began bullying Morrell in the trenches.
Morrell standing tall and a beautiful is also a key weapon for Benavidez.
Believe everything's a key weapon for Benavidez.
Look at this action in the corner.
The Cuban fired back, but the difference in strength was undeniable.
Morrell, and here comes Benavidez. The light heavyweight division throughout history has been the scene of some of the most intense rivalries, some of the biggest grudge matches. Benavidez and Morrell already delivering.
Head moving, high guard, get in there.
He did get clipped.
At the end of the fourth, Morrell landed a clean shot that briefly sent Benavidez off balance. But the momentum was short-lived. Benavidez reset and went straight back to work.
Unbelievable, he got clipped. Morrell now going in, and he's got him rattled again.
Morrell's doing what he said he would do. Punch for punch.
Benavidez down once in his career. Morrell has him on the ropes. There's Benavidez leading to the body with the left. Nice right hand, another right to the body by Benavidez. And he is doubled up. Total connects to the body.
By the middle rounds, the tide had fully turned. Benavidez hammered the body, snapped Morrell's head back with uppercuts, and forced him into defensive shells.
The guard proving to be porous. That left uppercut rattled Morrell. Backs him up. And there's another left uppercut. David Benavidez putting on a clinic. And
Knowing Morrell often changes levels, will dip down to explode.
Thank you. Good timing there, but man, was powered punches here thus far tonight, which is sensational as he goes back to the body and misses with that swooping left hook up. As he eats these body shots, the uppercuts to the face. David Benavidez beginning to try to close the show here in the night, but Morrell fights back valiantly. Uppercuts of his own.
Benavidez has nearly 3 times as many professional rounds as Morrell, who just has 11 pro fights, and you're seeing some of that in terms of...
Then came the shock.
Fight that we used to see from Benavidez, and it's rolled a knockdown by...
A flash knockdown from Morrell at the end of the 11th.
5, 6, I know you're going 7, 8. And now Morrell has the advantage in one statistic, but Benavidez looking to make a paper, and he caught him again with the counter.
Moments later, chaos broke out as Morrell landed a punch after the bell, costing him a point.
Morrell's knockdown will null and void.
Knowing only a knockout could win it, Morrell charged into the 12th with everything he had. Both men went to war in the final round. Pride on the line, careers in the balance.
Now, sitting down on his punches, clipping David Morrell. Morrell fires back with a couple of right hooks followed by a left. All David Benavidez as he looks to go.
But when the final bell rang, there was no debate. David Benavidez had beaten another undefeated star, proving once again that few can survive his pressure.
I just want to be the best of my era, and whoever they need me to fight next, I want to unify all 4 titles. So if that's next, that's next.
Congratulations on a incredible performance.